This way, come on!
I got it! Go! Go!
Let me start by saying I'm not a Call of Duty or Medal of Honor fanboy, so everything I say is non-biased. This is the first Medal of Honor game that isn't based in the Second World War. Instead, it branches out into the wars going on now. Bringing the game from the past into the present gives the Medal of Honor franchise a breath of fresh air. The story follows 3 different characters on their journey through Afghanistan. Throughout the game, the characters will meet and help one another. Along the journey are other key characters that help you along your way. Although the soldiers you play have nicknames, we don't really know anything about them as they do not have a background story. This to me meant that I didn't really care about them and wouldn't have been upset if they died. There really isn't much of a storyline, it's just basically a bunch of dudes killing people, and I guess that's quite an accurate story because the war is pretty much meaningless now. Anyway, that's another topic. The campaign was a little different to what we have seen before. It really does have some unique missions, but it is a letdown by how short and piss easy it is. The first playthrough I did it was the hardest difficulty and it only took me about 5 hours. 5 hours isn't long enough to build rapport with a character, and that was a huge letdown. Along with the main storyline, there is also a side mode called Tier 1 mode, which is the campaign but it has a time limit. If you want to test yourself a little more, this is the mode for you. The gameplay is like any war first-person shooter game. There is, however, some very annoying problems in this game. The first are some obstacles. There was times in the game where I'd be running and I would encounter a tiny rock, and that I couldn't run over, causing me to die. This wouldn't be such a big deal if it didn't happen so much, but, you know, after the 4th or 5th time of getting stuck on nothing, it really just diminishes the gameplay experience. There are, however, some pretty handy features in the game. The main one is being able to ask your squad mates for ammo, which means you can basically never run out. Other than that, everything else is fairly standard. The AIs take cover and tend not to run around like morons, you don't die too fast, enemies are quick and easy to kill, and the levels are easy to get through. The graphics are very nice. You can tell a lot of time and effort went into the level design. The faces of the soldiers for the most part are good, but there was the occasional time when it would look 2D and lifeless. The worst thing about this game, hands down, is the freezing in the game. I found out that when a lot of things were going on at once, the screen would start to freeze a little. This was really frustrating me, especially in high pressure moments.
Get to the bottom of the hill. Move. Last man. Grab it. Hold it down. Move in. All right, hold here. Hold here. Target's up full.
The multiplayer splits into 4 standard modes. The first is a team effort where people do tasks together. There is also your basic team deathmatch, capturing locations for points and so on. Along with the 4 different game modes, there are 3 different soldier types. You have the basic soldier, you have a special ops class, and there's also a sniper class. As you gain experience points, you gain more levels. Gaining levels allows you to upgrade your weapons and also get more weapons. After playing multiplayer for a few hours, it didn't seem that there was many issues. There was some lag and some delayed kills, but nothing major. Medal of Honor had some fun storyline, but it was overshadowed by the shortness and easiness of it. There aren't many features that make this a unique game, but it is unique in the Medal of Honor series. From the storyline to the multiplayer and the achievements, everything about Medal of Honor is far too simple, making it seem like a rushed game. I did enjoy the brief 5 hours of gameplay, however, and I continued to enjoy the multiplayer. I rate this game an enjoyable 7 out of 10, and no, it's not as good as Modern Warfare 2. Don't forget to check out allagegaming.com for your Xbox 360, PS3 and Wii news, reviews and more.